I know where you're thinking, and yes, I do have a couple burger videos on my channel already, but this one is special because finally we have a Whataburger on the strip, so now we have a burger spot from every side of the country. And today we're gonna try them all and rank them for you. Oh, but best part is that I'm not alone today.
Oh my God, am I in a Norma Jelly video? Hi, future me.
So yeah, this is Vegas with Shim, which in case you guys don't know, he has an amazing channel here on YouTube as well, where he tries so many different restaurants throughout the Vegas Valley, both on the strip and local. And he is on a mission to try every single restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip and downtown.
That's right, I'm gonna have it all on the channel. I'm collecting them like Pokemon, Norma.
But most important question, are you ready for burgers?
100 and 1,000%, let's do it.
Now the first place that we're gonna go to is gonna be In-N-Out because obviously that has to be on the list. So, and I know you guys are expecting it, so I just say let's just get it out the way first of all. Yeah, so for In-N-Out, we are basically visiting the West Coast part of the United States. Well, besides the West Coast, I mean, I think their most furthest is Texas.
There's actually a lot of news that they're starting the first East Coast In-N-Out in Tennessee. There's a lot of buzz about it. I guess we'll see if they actually get it, because
oh my God,
that's gonna be pretty big.
Personally, when I get my In-N-Out, I like to do cheeseburger, no onions, extra tomato. And then what do you get for yours?
Typically, I get a double-double, but I know we're going in on a lot of burgers today, so I just went on a single, but I always get it animal style. The burger patty is actually fried in mustard when you go animal style. It gives it a really nice peppery kick. On top of that, they get grilled onions up in here with extra spread.
Got some animal style fries too, but we will get into that in a second.
Cheers.
Number one. This is so good. And here's what's funny. A lot of people from like the East Coast or other parts of the country hate on In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I personally don't understand why, because first of all, the bread itself so soft, it has like a little shine to it on the top.
Absolutely, they've really upped the richness with butter here. They've toasted it perfectly on the inside.
And then the patty itself, I mean, it's so thin, it almost feels like it would like squish down or something like that. And then I feel like the vegetables are always really cold.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the produce at In-N-Out is always really crisp and fresh. It's because they go through so much of it. There's no time for it to actually wilt or get bad in the back.
And then of course their spread, so delicious. I mean, I'm sure there's replicas upon replicas out there, but something about In-N-Out is delicious. We gotta talk about their secret menu for a second. Their not so secret menu.
Not so secret menu.
But yeah, they also do animal style fries, but they also have like what, like a 3x3 or 4x4.
Oh yeah.
I think the marshmallows on the hot chocolate, I think, is on the secret menu.
That's
I believe.
definitely a thing as well. You can just get your patties and cheese and a Flying Dutchman.
I will say the most hate I've heard from people is about their fries. So I agree and disagree. And here's why. Yes, if I just have a regular fry like this that got hard, I think it's like crap, honestly.
I mean, it ain't great, right?
Yeah.
Even at their best, In-N-Out fries are not at the top of the French fry game in the fast food world.
Correct. Their fries really get cold and hard real quick. However though, what I like to personally do is that whenever I get In-N-Out, I will ask for a box with a lid. By putting that lid, it kind of encapsulates all the moisture and it kind of makes your fries like all squishy. I personally like squishy fries though. Up to you guys if you want to try it or not.
Interesting, Norma. I'm literally the exact opposite. I always go for well done fries here at In-N-Out. I like them to cook it out, make it really crispy, almost kind of like a potato chip.
Well, see, that's why I brought to him, because we have different opinions, guys. Yeah, that's so good.
So good. When you add the additional salty richness of that cheese with the tang of the sauce, as well as those caramelized onions, providing that little bit of nutty sweetness on top of these fries, that's when everything wins.
Don't let me eat more because we have a lot more burger to eat. We're at Shake Shack.
Shake Shack, let's do it!
What? Shake Shack is next. So we're basically going now to the East Coast.
All the way from the west, all the way to the east. I don't know as much about Shake Shack as I do about In-N-Out, but I do know they're known for high quality ingredients, and it's all the rage on the East Coast, but it's made its way pretty far west, but still not as much of a West Coast presence as there are on the East.
I'm pretty sure like their first one was on, I think, Madison Square Park in New York or something like that. It was crazy. They've actually made a lot of appearances in a lot of movies back there. So when I saw that they came here to Vegas, I was so excited.
And I mean, iconically at the New York, right? It totally makes sense to be here.
Wow, I never thought.
Yeah.
Their menu here is a little bit bigger. I mean, they have anything from burgers with so many different toppings. They do have sandwiches as well.
Their chicken sandwich is actually pretty bomb here.
I love the chicken sandwich. I like to order it with extra ranch or aioli, whatever it is, and then I get I think it's a crystal sauce. It's like a hot sauce, and just put it on there. That's so good.
But you know what else is good, Norma? The burgers.
The burgers, yeah, are really good here. As you can tell, they're a little cheesy, they're a little all over the place.
Now, I typically go after, the Shack burger typically. But today, they had a promotion that's going on for the next handful of months for a Korean cheeseburger. Now, I am Korean American, and so I thought it was just calling out to me it was appropriate to try. Night and day difference from In-N-Out. Outside of the fact that there's buns and burger meat here, they're totally getting a different flavor profile.
Yeah, like for this one, I think it's a potato bun, I believe, from last I heard. But yeah, these are gonna be a little bit more squishier, which is kind of cool because you can just grab it and it like forms to your fingers.
I gotta say, with this Korean burger, Norma, it's very interesting. I 100% adore all of the Korean influence that they took. Just to let them know, I think you were a little heavy-handed on the sesame oil, but that's okay. Maybe a little bit less. But otherwise, it's actually quite good. I will say, one of the things I really like about Shake Shack is actually, I really think you can taste the quality of the ingredients here.
I will say that the meat does feel meatier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but it feels like it was more like handmade. It was like made in chunks. And yeah, this is definitely like a press down, I believe. Not just like at the last place we did analyze their fries. This is their fries here.
Norma, are you a fan of crinkle cut fries?
I'm like neutral.
Neutral?
I'm kind of neutral about it, actually.
Yeah, crinkle cut fries is heaven for me. This is my absolute favorite style. I think it is the most conducive to getting a crispy texture. Really nice and crispy on the outside with that great fry job here. Got a really pillowy, airy center on these fries. I can't stop.
One thing that I really do like about Shake Shack is that they serve alcohol here.
They do serve alcohol at Shake
Yeah.
Shack. That's not happening at In-N-Out. I guess you can have a little extra fun while you're enjoying your burgers.
A beer, a 16 ounce is $7.25. Yeah, look, they even have wine. They have whites, rosés, and reds. A small 6 ounce, $8.49, not bad. A 6 ounce is $8.49, not bad. Their biggest one is 8.4 ounces for 10. That in the casino, minimum $18.
Easy.
Now, thankfully, you don't have to go all the way to the East Coast or to Las Vegas to just try Shake Shack. They kind of have expanded now to a lot of America, mainly, of course, the East Coast. But it looks like they're in a lot of the big cities over here in the rest of the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
We're somewhere very regal, or so they like to say in their name.
I feel a little classy, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Let's not say anything until we get it. Let's not say anything until we get it, please. Can I get 2 cheese sliders and 1 French fry?
Oh man, I can't believe this is one of the places you brought me, Norma.
I know. So here's the thing. I've had this spot twice. The first time I tried it at was in Chicago. And I was actually really excited to try it. I was like, I've never had it. We've heard of it from, that White Castle movie.
Yeah, Harold and Kumar.
And I was really excited. But we're going to keep a positive mindset and we're going to try it again.
Yeah, hey, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting a different outcome, but maybe not the case today.
Maybe not.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
So from my understanding, White Castle is the oldest hamburger chain in America. I think they started in the 1920s. The unfortunate thing is, Norma, that burger recipes have evolved since 1920, and I don't know if White Castle's kept up with the trends. About the size of a Hawaiian roll, right?
Yeah.
A King's Hawaiian roll here, and you can tell by the color of the meat that it never touched an actual hot surface. One of the things about White Castle burgers is that they cook their meat on top of their onions. Now, that actually allows a lot of the flavors to seep into the beef, but that's definitely one of the primary flavors.
It really is.
In a White Castle burger.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. The bun is super soft.
It is.
But
it is very squishy. Like, I was able to make a quesadilla.
but I mean, it's kind of soaked up a lot of the flavors. It's borderline soggy if you get it thin enough. I think the biggest issue when it comes to White Castle burgers for me is just, as I was kind of mentioning before, because this meat does not touch an actual grill top, you're not getting that browned meat, which leads to just a bit of a milder beef flavor. It's just not as robust as in your face as something from like In-N-Out or Shake Shack.
I mean, it is a very thin piece of meat. I will say though, I was a little terrified when I first walked in here to try it. And surprisingly, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think probably the very first time I tried it, second time too, was like a really bad experience. This one, meh. I probably would just say, hey, no onions. And if I'm starving, there you go.
I mean, I think this was one of the cheapest options that we've gone to see so far.
It was like $1.69 per each of these
Per
things.
one of these?
Yeah, $1.69.
Oh, that's actually a lot cheaper than I was thinking.
The fries were actually more expensive, $2.79 per fry.
The fries are more expensive than a single. That's like literally the opposite of every hamburger chain. They're doing things in reverse here. How is it here?
They just need more
Is
salt.
there salt on that?
I know. I was like, they just need salt.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those are fine French fries. They're not as crispy, which actually I think you might like a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like the ones from Shake Shack had like rougher edges. These are a little bit not as much. If these are probably soggy and saltier, I wouldn't hate them either. The meat is, and it almost kind of looks like they just made one large meat and just cut it into squares.
Yeah, it is interesting that they have these little holes in the meat, you can kind of see. And the reason they do that is so that the steam from the onions that they cook on top of can kind of rise through the meats.
Again, I don't hate it, I just don't love it.
Right.
It's not bad. You're never gonna find me saying, oh my God, let's go to White Castle.
Right.
But there you go, we tried it for you guys. We are now here at our next stop, and this is the new spot that you guys have been waiting for.
This is the one I've been looking forward to the most, Norma. I've never been here before.
Can I get just the #1 a la carte, add cheese, no onion? It's the Whataburger time.
Oh, I'm so excited for this, Norma.
Okay, so this is the first Whataburger, well, first of all, in Nevada, in Las Vegas. And what I say is the most Western?
The most Western-facing Whataburger. I mean, I think they have almost 1,000 locations in the United States. I didn't know they had that many. But the majority of them are in Texas. I think they're across like maybe 14, 15 states, but this is the most Westward one, and it's here in Las Vegas. I've never had Whataburger before. I'm so excited to try this out for myself.
And what's super cool is that, well, not only is it on the strip, it's right where like Waldorf Astoria is, or like the Aria, if that's a better reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they actually even have a balcony right here, and it has actually a pretty cool view.
You're kidding
Wow.
me. This is a fast food burger place? This is crazy. This is the best view from any fast food burger place in the world, guaranteed. You're on Las Vegas Boulevard right now in front of the Aria. This is nuts.
Like you could see everything. We got the Veer Towers, we have crystals. You could see the Eiffel Tower literally from right here.
Yeah.
You got Planet Hollywood. I mean, oh, and it wraps around. Yeah.
This is wild. This, hands down, the best view from a burger spot in Vegas, easy.
This could technically be like a romantic spot, I guess, but you're just eating burgers instead. Yeah, dude, I would not complain having a burger, have some beers out here. Like I can foresee in the summer, this is gonna be popping.
Oh, packed, absolutely.
Good job, Whataburger. They have this huge screen. I almost feel like we're at a sports book, honestly.
Oh yeah, where are you gonna find screens this big at a burger joint?
You know it's gonna be a fun time.
Now I gotta say one thing about the standard Whataburger here. This is so much bigger than just your standard fast food burger, I feel like. This is bigger than In-N-Out. This is bigger than Shake Shack we've had so far. It's certainly bigger than White Castle.
The cheese is on the bottom. I just saw that.
The cheese is on the bottom.
That's different.
That is kind of interesting, yeah.
It's actually better than I remember. What do you think? She needs a moment.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of things I gotta process. This is the first time I'm biting into Whataburger, and I'm genuinely impressed. You know, the bun, nice and soft, toasted on the inside. It's got pretty juicy meat. I think it's well seasoned. I think it could use a little bit more of a crust, but it's really not that bad. What I'm really surprised about, Norma, is how poignant the mustard flavor is.
Right? I was
in
about to say
Whataburger.
that.
Whereas a lot of burgers will really focus on sweeter flavors, things like Thousand Island dressings and ketchup. They're really doubling down on the flavor of mustard in this burger, and I'm kind of here for it.
So the first time I had this was in San Antonio, Texas. I only had it
From the
one
source.
time, yeah. I am gonna admit, when I first tried it, I had heard that everybody was like, oh my God, it's so delicious, whatever. And then I got a hold of it and I was like, I don't know like if it lived up to the hype I built up in my head. I will say that. It's not a bad burger. It's really not.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I do like that it's big. Do wish it was just like a little bit juicier, but
I'm actually really satisfied with my first Whataburger experience.
no, just like we have at all the other places, we got fries. So these are a little bit different. These are kind of, honestly, they kind of remind me kind of like McDonald's fries. More on the thinner side. No crinkles here.
Let's see how they are.
At least they're salted.
The best way I can describe these easily in my mind is a very close imitation to McDonald's French fries.
Kind of. I would say they're kind of average. Guys, we have one more spot for you guys. This might be your guys' favorite. We're going to McDonald's.
Let's go!
Oh my God, I love it. I'm loving it. That's McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So this is the location that is right in between Harris and Casino Royale. We specifically chose this one because of their arches right here, like the yellow golden arches. Sorry. And this is open 24 hours. Now the only thing though is that you come in here, you don't even talk to a person. You go straight
To the kiosks.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys must be curious about why we brought you guys to McDonald's.
I'm curious, Norma.
I feel like McDonald's is pretty much the same everywhere in the world.
Oh yeah.
I would think so. And I feel like we needed like a control group. That way when we like rank everything, you'd be like, oh, okay, she thinks it's better at McDonald's or she thinks it's worse than McDonald's. Whatever. We did end up getting 2 different burgers because I know he really wanted the Big Mac, but I'm like, that's a lot of bread. At least this one is 2 pieces of bread. That's it. I got a quarter pounder. I thought I got the one with cheese, but I guess I didn't, so.
I'm sure everyone watching this video knows exactly the bite that I just had. It's the same bun in your town. It's the same beef in your town. The same special sauce, lettuce, pickles. It all comes together so well.
I don't hate it. I do like it a little better than White Castle. But yeah, I mean, if you've had a quarter pounder, you know what it tastes like, and it does the job.
I'm about to go into heaven.
Why are they good? I don't understand.
Norma,
These are not good for you.
Millions of dollars of R&D, research and development have gone into the development of the flavor of these French fries. It's salty, it's crunchy and savory.
It has a little bit of softness to it, you know. And for you and for me, we are now gonna rate what we each thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
We're gonna see what each other thinks. I'm actually really curious to see. Can't let him see. 3, 2, 1.
In and out at the top, it looks
we
like, for
agree
both of
with
us.
that.
Oh, Shake Shack in number 2 for the both of us as well. Looks like I putting McDonald's above Whataburger.
I think I put Whataburger first because it had more veggies. I mean, I completely forgot I wanted, you know, my lettuce and tomato that this didn't have. It had just pickles. No surprise that we both said White Castle at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think I wrote that one first.
That was actually my first one to write down as well.
With White Castle, we both had low expectations that when we tried, like, oh, actually, it's not as horrible as our mind thought about it to be. Thanks so much for coming along and having all these burgers with me. All right, guys. So as always, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Check out Shim's video. Check out my other video about my favorite burger. You guys have to find out because this is not it. So as always, guys, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and comment below. What is your list? What would you try?
I'm pretty sure mine is the right one, though.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Guys, Whataburger is finally in Vegas. Guys. Oh, guys, and I'm not alone today.
Oh, am I supposed to say something? Oh!
False. Well, there's a reason why we're blocked today. Bastards, they only gave us one.
Now you're in New York! I'm ready for this, Norma.
To my ketchup again. And then cool thing is that they have not only regular I'm gonna get a 3 a.m. no, that sounds weird. I'm gonna get a 3 a.m. text like, Norma, you never guessed my stream.
Yo, you up?
Never
what?
No.
Fries!
Yeah.